Hey, how's it going, you guys? Welcome back to Cafe Stella. Our Grim Reaper waifu wants us to join her, okay, and become a Grim Reaper ourselves. Let's do it. What? Yeah, apparently you seem to be doing not so great of a job. Yes? Anything means a lot of things. Okay. Oh. I mean, he is a young man. I mean... What is going on? I thought we were just trying to join you. And now here you're making this very uncomfortable. I feel like this is in like Chaos Child when they have those delusions where things go like either very positive or very negative, or sometimes both. I feel like that's what's happening right now. Akazuki-san. I can't hold myself back any longer. Oh, it's all a dream. Thank goodness. You know, I'm trying to, but you're distracting him quite a bit. I don't know, apparently something else was up. Yeah, good morning, Nozomi-san. Just 5 more minutes. By the way, I wasn't mumbling anything in my sleep, was I? Okay, that's good. That's very good. Oh, well, good. Never mind then. Indeed he was. Who are you calling a pervert? You're jumping to conclusions. We've been exposed. Mission failed. We'll get him next time. Oh. Don't worry about that. I was thinking about books. Yeah, books are really... they get me going. Lifting my head, I immediately noticed the conspicuous bulge down below. I hate this game. I hate it so much. I have to read this. I'm kidding. Sorry you had to see that. Where else are you seeing it, huh? Just how many have you seen? I don't know, Nozomi. You, like, came up with an excuse pretty quick for that. Hey, it's normal. It's healthy, okay? Exactly. Okay, see, she knows. Why is your mom telling you that? That's kind of weird. I mean, not really, but it could be. The psychological phenomenon. I could be dreaming about anything and it'd still happen. Yes, Nozomi. I didn't think I'd be having a lesson on this. Like, I'm just trying to play the game. Why are we talking about this? Don't stare at it so much, you perv.
そういうわけじゃなくって。
Yes. I'm so happy. We got a main character who gets to call the girl the pervert. It's great.
私、朝食準備。
Yeah, you should go do that. Alright, I'll get changed in the meantime. Quite the racket first thing in the morning. Anyways, I should hurry up and get changed. But before that, there's something I need to make sure of. Setting my breath, I steel myself and reach for my phone. If today is Monday, September 28th again, my pulse begins to race at the thought. Tuesday, September 29th, let's go! Hey Nozomi, what's the exact date today?
9月29日の火曜日だけど、なんでスマホで確認してから聞くの？
You know, I just need to confirm something. I've had a lot going on.
何？どうしたの？
Incidentally, are the panties... No, don't go back into this!
1日目です。ちゃんと履き替えてます。昨日から何なのもう。
I don't need to know that.
エッチな夢に毒されすぎだよ。しっかりしなさい。
Alright, you know, let's just go eat breakfast. Let's just drop this
これ
whole
以上
topic.
セクハラするなら、私にも考えがあるよ。
Okay, I won't bring it up again. I mean, I wasn't trying to, he was trying to, okay? Best not to poke this particular sleeping bear. At any rate, there's no mistake about it. Today is Tuesday, September 29th. Now that that's finally sunk in, I breathe a sigh of relief.
で、何なの？本当に意味がわからないんだけど。
I mean, I don't know what you're talking about. I mean, I just met the Grim Reaper after dying and the day reset. Like, I'm perfectly normal. Like, what's wrong with you? Don't worry about it. It's all good now. I'm just besties with death.
昨日とはちょっと違うかも。ゾゾゾって変な気配が消えてる気がする。
Well, that's good. I kind of wanted it to stay, though, because apparently it made me immortal. That was kind of nice.
お祓いしてもらった？お父さんは何も言ってなかったけど。
Nope, haven't met your dad yet. If you can't sense it anymore, everything should be fine, right?
まあそうだね。戻ったならもう気にしないでいいかな。
Well, thank you. I'm glad I've got
昨日の今日だけど、
a bill of clear
バイ
health.
トの方はどう？
There was one place that said they wanted my help.
本当？よかったね。おめでとう。
Yep, it's just a cafe full of cute girls and Grim Reapers and talking cats. You know, normal stuff. Hold on, I only said they wanted my help. I haven't agreed to anything yet.
なんで？もしかして、やっぱり紐になるのが理想なの？
No, Nozomi, never. I would never consider that, ever. I'm just having a bit of trouble making up my mind. Also, it's not like I'd be okay with being anybody's gigolo. If I'm gonna leech off somebody who wanted to leech off you, Nozomi, nobody else.
まだ寝ぼけてるなら、往復ビンタしてあげるね。
I think that's a great idea. If it's a slap of a fat stack of bills, then I'm all for it.
バカなことばっかり言ってると、骨の髄までバカになっちゃうよ。で、何のアルバイトに誘われてるの？
I'm gonna be a busboy. Cafe staff, yep.
おお、それは意外な勤務先。でもいいんじゃないかな。今までと違う職場の方が長く働けるかもしれないしさ。
It's certainly very different. I've never seen the Grim Reaper be an anime girl before, so that'll take some getting used to, but...
カフェでバイトか。そのお店、美味しい？
I don't know, some of them were looking like a whole snack, so...
そっか。美味しいケーキとかあるといいな。食べたいな。
I was warned to make sure that I eat before playing this game, because there's delicious cakes in this, and now I've gotten confirmation of that. I've made sure, after episode 1, that I've ate before I played, so I'm doing well on that. What happened to watching your weight?
一緒にコーヒーも飲むから大丈夫だもん。
How does a coffee help? Yeah, literally, how does that help in any way?
ケーキは甘いけど、コーヒーは苦いでしょ？
Okay, that doesn't mean it cancels all the sugar out.
甘いプラス苦いイコールカロリーゼロ。 相反する2つの味を同時に摂取することでカロリーが相殺されるんだよ。
Okay, y'all, I don't think I need to let you know, but don't take your advice on health from a visual novel, okay? Like, this is probably not scientifically accurate. Well, if believing that makes you feel better, more power to you.
好
Ignorance
き
is
なんだ
bliss,
から
right?
しょうがないじゃん。ストレスを溜め込む方が良くないの。そう思うことにしたの。食べることは重要。
Kind of, I guess.
昴生君だってきっとエネルギーが足りないから決断できないんだよ。いっぱい食べて
Oh
頑張って。
boy.
おかわりどうぞ。
What are we eating today? I don't think they've said. Another bowl of what? Like I told Nozomi, I'd held off on giving an answer yesterday.
我々の死神の仕事を手伝ってもらえませんか？このカフェで一緒に働いてほしいんです。
I don't know, I think working at a cafe could be cool. Me? I don't get it. How does that help?
蝶々の存在は放置できません。ちゃんと送り返す必要があります。そのためにも蝶を引き寄せる場所を作りたいんです。
そのために店をオープンさせたいのだが、ちょいとつまずいておるのだ。
A cafe for attracting butterflies.
蝶々は人の感情に引き寄せられます。不特定多数の人間が出入りして気持ちが混ざり合い、
Yeah, I
蝶々を
suppose so.
引き寄せることができます。
In that case, why not a train station or something?
駅の方が人は多いが、移動が早すぎるのだ。せめて少しくらいはゆっくりしないと蝶も気づかぬ。
Yeah, I mean, I get the idea of a cafe. It's like a place where somebody like sits down and, you know, is sipping on something, relaxing, maybe sharing some stories. It's definitely a place that, while it wouldn't get as much people as a train station, it would be more about like creating experiences and having emotions and things like that. That's why you've gone for a cafe instead.
バイトの経験が豊富でしたよね。コンビニにファミレス、居酒屋での経験もあったはずです。
I don't know what an izakaya is. I should probably look that up, but how do you know where I used to work?
それは私が死神だからですね。
That doesn't explain anything,
担
but
当する
okay.
人のことを調べて知っておくのは死神として重要なことですからね。
Oh, okay. So you have access to some information. Now you're just being really creepy.
とにかくその経験を生かして協力をしてほしいんです。
Okay,
これは
that sounds fair.
赤峰さんのためでもありますから。
I mean, what does this job pay? Like, obviously I want to get immortality from collecting all these butterflies, right? But like, I need a little bit of financial compensation here. You know, I'm trying not to get kicked out of my apartment.
もし何かあった時、そばにいた方がフォローできますからね。高峰さんにはもう後がありません。
Not if I find another butterfly. Wait, what do you mean last chance?
お前は今、世界を崩壊させかねない人間として神に危険視されている。
Heck yeah. We're gonna destroy the world, baby. Let's do
場合
it.
によってはこの世界から排除されることすらあり得るだろう。
Let me at him. I'll fight him. If he's just another cat, you know, I'll take him down. Come on, stop trying to scare me.
脅しでも冗談でもない。カンナが言っただろう。神は奇跡を起こすような強力な魂を生まないようにしたと。必要があれば神は世界に介入して力を行使するだろう。もしまた世界に干渉するようなことがあれば、お前の存在は抹消される。
Well, that doesn't sound good. This cat doesn't sound like he's playing around.
今、お前が生きていられるのは猶予を与えられたに過ぎん。もしこのまま危険な存在であり続けるなら、お前は見限られるであろう。
Dun dun dun. Will be dealt with once and for all.
そしてもう一つ、お前が奇跡を起こした余波というか、発生させた力の一部が蝶となって放出されたのだ。
So wait, I took a couple butterflies and made multiple butterflies. I'm the Butterfly King. Let's go. I can just create more, right? Like, this is awesome. Is that, like, part of my miracle? I just created tons of butterflies? It's kind of dope.
そこまでではないが、責任の一端ではある。
And I assume bad things would happen if we just let them fly around unchecked. I mean...
放置はできん。
I don't know. I'm telling you guys, we need to catch all of them. We are the Butterfly King now. We should just become an immortal being. So if I were to help you catch these butterflies, would that count as me taking responsibility for what I did?
そういう考え方もできるな。そしてその場合、神も静観してくれるはずだ。我が輩は神の目と耳だ。我が輩の監視下にあり、変わる努力をしているとなれば、無慈悲な裁定は下さない。
You're his eyes and ears, huh?
はずだ。おそらく、きっと、その可能性がなきにしもあらず的な。
He's not really making me feel too confident with this. Probably, most likely, the possibility is non-existent. Maybe. Hey, try and sound a bit more confident, will you?
判断を下すのは神だからな。こればっかりは我が輩にもわからん。
I thought you're his eyes and ears. Shouldn't you, like, be pretty privy to how he thinks?
だが、少なくとも我が輩はそう考える。
どうでしょうか。私たちに協力をしてもらえませんか。
I don't know, Kanna. As long as you don't try to offer me anything you did in that stupid dream. Need some time to think about it. I've never been the sort to make quick decisions, especially not after finding myself in such an incomprehensible situation. See, I'm the kind of person that would probably think about it for a second, make a quick decision, and then possibly regret it later. Grim Reapers, gods, miracles. It's all absurd, and yet I find it hard to believe that anyone would try to scam me with a story this ridiculous. Not much money to be made in conning a broke college student like me, in which case they might have been telling the truth after all, and since I've been looking for a job anyways, this could be a win for both of us. But a cafe struggling to even open at that, no doubt it'll be a ton of work, not some cushy opening staff position. I mean, I feel like the opening of a cafe would probably be the most busiest time. That's probably when you'd have a ton of people coming in to try it. Sounds like a lot of responsibility. It's probably why I'm so hesitant to make a decision. Hello?
Hi!
Hello, sir. Rokuro.
Oh, 昴生くんじゃないか。
Yeah, it's me. Sorry about the rent thing. Long time no see. The priest greets me with a gentle smile. Rokuro Sumizome, Nozomi's dad, is the owner of the apartment I live in and has been friends with my father since their college days. As far as I know, my dad's always been the freewheeling, careless type, which is why I've always wondered how they remained such good pals. In short, Uncle Rokuro's a really kind person.
久しぶりだね。元気にしてる？
You know, I've been doing rather swell.
のぞみがいつも部屋にお邪魔してるみたいだけど、迷惑をかけてないかな。
Well, my home is kind of your home, if you think about it. Not at all, she's always making me breakfast and taking care of me. I don't know how I'd manage without her, to be honest.
そうか。迷惑じゃないならいいんだ。
If anything, I'm, or rather, we're the one who have been causing you trouble. I'm sorry my dad's such a careless person.
いや、あいつが適当なのは昔からだから。
I don't know, well, he's off here, like, traveling the world, and you're being, like, a cool Shinto priest, so I would say you're probably the more level-headed one. I know he hasn't paid rent in a while, so I've transferred you the money instead. Could you make sure it's deposited for me?
わざわざそれを言いに？ありがとう。でも、そんなに気にしなくてもいいのに。和文は適当だけど、約束をなかったことにするタイプじゃないから。
Yeah, it's like, I'll pay you back eventually, right? Not really sure you can say that about someone who skipped rent for 4 months. Yeah, I mean, it's been a while.
お昼に待ち合わせの約束をしたら、夕方に来たこともあったよ。
Oh, so he's that kind of friend, huh? I mean, he literally says, hey, I'm gonna meet you at this time, but then shows up 4 hours later.
昴生君は辛辣だな。
I don't know, maybe you're not harsh enough on him. Anyways, please accept the money. I'll sort out the rest with dad
し
myself.
かし、学生でなくても少なくない金額だ。
I know, that's why I'm trying to get my finances in order.
だけど、昴生君の生活にも影響が出てしまうんじゃないか？
I'll manage. If things get really bad, well, then I'll ask for your help.
わかった。じゃあ、受け取らせてもらうよ。けど、何かあったらいつでもうちに来るといいよ。
I mean, that sounds fair. I will, thank you. Anyways, I should be getting to class soon.
その前に、のぞみからお祓いがどうのこうのって言われてたけど、もういいの？
Yeah, I would say so. No, it's okay. The matter's been settled.
それならいいんだけど、のぞみの勘というか気配の話はバカにできないからね。
Don't worry, I'm just working with death itself. Like, no need to worry. Well, I checked with her again this morning, and she told me whatever weird presence she felt was gone now.
そうなの。ならよかった。
Anyways, I'd better get going.
ああ、そうだ。もし和文から連絡があったら、こっちにも連絡するように言っておいてくれるかな。
Okay, that sounds fair. I don't talk to this guy. It's just kind of like my actual dad.
よろしく頼むよ。
Talk to him
So is
like
that-
every few months.
おう、おはよ
Gosh. So, I guess I'm really not used to, like, Ubisoft games, because it's like I look in the background and there's, like, different characters. And I've heard there's some characters from, like, some of the other games. I haven't really played them, so I wouldn't know, but it's weird seeing that they're not just all these generic-looking blobs. Hey, Hiruto, how's it going? Morning.
う。どうした？なんか元気なさそうだけど。
Nah, I just didn't get enough sleep, I think. We were too worried about dreaming of lewd things. Had a bit of a rough night yesterday.
なんだ？悩み事か？
No, not at all. More importantly, though, did you know this?
何を？
You know how Chads always greet each other with dude and stuff? Well, apparently it doesn't work if you stick it at the end of every sentence.
お前、マジ顔で何言ってんの？
Characters just like, you idiot. Of course not. You have to put it at the front of the sentence. You just said that.
語尾にウェイってどういうこと？
I guess.
そんなこつけみたいな喋り方をするやつがいるわけないだろう。間抜けすぎるぞ。
Yeah, ridiculous, right? Haha.
行こうぜ。
Alright, let's go eat some food. Oh wait, frick. We're not in the cafeteria. We could eat in class, but probably not a good idea. If anyone found out how wrong I was, I'd be a total laughingstock. I better drop it before I end up embarrassing myself anymore. A few hours later, the day's lectures come to an end. After class, I decide to head over to the academy to give Akizuki-san my answer. We're gonna work in the cafe. I just want to become a Grim Reaper. Is that like part of the job? Can I become one too? The cafe in question is located in a side street just off the main road. It's about a 5-minute walk from the station. The sun had already set when I left the cafe yesterday, but this whole place gives off a completely different vibe in broad daylight. For one thing, there's a new signboard outside that reads Cafe Stella. Tilting my head, I place my hand on the door. It isn't locked. Pardon the intrusion.
ああ、どうも。
Gosh. You look good in a maid's outfit, you know? After playing Hello Lady, I'm sure y'all know that I have a thing for maids, so...
何？
You know, you don't look as good as Hishia, though. I can say that. Looks good on you.
この服？それはどうも。
Did I say something wrong?
いや、高峰くんってコスプレ好きなのかなと思って。
Gosh. You know, you realize over the past few years all the things you lost. And one of them, for me, was going to cosplay conventions. Oh, so good, like, just seeing everybody in a costume and just dressed up as their favorite characters. It was the best. I loved seeing, like, Steins Gate cosplays. And don't take this wrong, I think some of the best ones were Kill la Kill. Not just because they're showing a lot of skin, like, don't get me wrong, but I think they were just genuinely, like, really good.
高峰くんでいい？
Just call me by my first name. I mean, but yeah, I guess anything's fine.
なら覗き魔
Hey, we said we were past this. Rather avoid inviting any more unfounded rumors about me.
風評被害
Didn't we agree to forget what happened between us yesterday? Exactly.
そりゃ確かに私がそう言ったけど言ったんだけどそう開き直られるとなんかすっごい腹立つな
We went over this! Natsumi, get over it! It wasn't our fault.
どうせ本当は覚えてるくせに
Well, can't deny that.
ちなみにどれぐらい
Pretty much everything. Kosei's like, I have a photographic memory. I remember every inch.
まさか昨日の下着姿で変なことをしてないでしょうね
Oh my gosh, no we're not. I have no idea what you mean.
むっつりうっざ
Sorry. With this icy stare, I can't say I hate it. He's like, I've awakened something in me when he looked at me like so... I don't know, just like I was like the scum of the earth. It brightened something inside my soul. And now he's a changed man.
あいややっぱり何も言わなくていい知りたくないし想像もしたくないことだった
You know, let's agree to drop this. That sounds fair.
言わなくていいって言ってるでしょ
Relax, I didn't do anything, believe it or not. I had more important things on my mind.
そうまあそうか
Also, I'm not particularly into cosplay. I just thought the outfit suits your calm personality, Shiki-san. I wasn't implying anything.
ならいいけどタイがない割にはジロジロと
In all honesty, it's not so much her maid uniform as it is her hair done in a bun that catches my eye. To my knowledge, she mostly wears her hair down whenever I see her on campus. That is her clothes, yes. Yep. Looks like clothes to me. Guess that goes to show cute girls look cute wearing any hairstyle and stylish wearing any clothes.
そんなに見ないでくれます恥ずかしくなるから
Don't worry, we're just awkwardly looking you up and down, like, for a very long time. Is that the cafe uniform?
そうだけど変
I mean, no. It just kind of depends on what vibe you're going for. I think it's great. I doubt there are many guys out there who wouldn't want to be greeted with a welcome home master from you, Shiki-san. Is that what she's gonna say? Is this actually a maid cafe? Like, I mean, yeah, it's a cafe and she's a maid, but is that the vibe we're going for here?
なんでお帰りなさいませご主人様なんて言わなきゃいけないの
Why would you not? Yeah, that's what they do at maid cafes.
ここはメイドカフェじゃなくって普通のカフェなんだけど
Yeah, I mean, that's why I started saying that. I was like, oh, well, you know, she's a maid and it's a cafe, but is it really a maid cafe? Like, those are a specific type of place, you know? I feel like they, like, draw things on your food and, like, call you master. I don't think that's supposed to be this place. I don't know. But I guess if you want to make some money, you probably could. Here I was hoping I'd get a taste of being Shiki-san's master.
やっぱり高峰くんコスプレ好きでしょ
I mean, I wouldn't say maids are specifically a cosplay thing, but I don't know. But don't get me wrong, it's not like I hate it either. Ooh, we get to see Kanna in some regular clothes. That's cool. I like the pink. While we were talking, Akazuki-san emerges from the back room. Oh, hey, I wonder who this is. Followed by someone else, a sharply dressed gentleman I've never seen before. Who's that? If he works here, he must have his own special circumstances as well.
高峰さんよく来てくれました
よく来たな、高峰昴生。
Gosh, I can't take him seriously now that I know he's a cat. Have we met before? I don't remember introducing myself.
バカにしているのか？それとも昨日の今日でもう忘れたか？人の体を散々もて
Man who was toyed with? I think that's my favorite part about this visual novel is the way they changed the names. Oh, it's so funny.
高峰くんってそっちの人だったの？
I didn't know you swung that way. Well, no.
まさか高峰さん童貞ではなくて少女を捧げた
No,
かった
that's not what he
と
meant.
か
I could literally not be more wrong.
冗談ですよ。すみません。ちゃんとわかってますから。高峰さんは攻め専門ですよね。
I mean, does being on the bottom as a guy really mean that? Like, I think it's fine, whichever, you know. It's good to switch things up.
なんだ、そっか。違うんだ。
You're not? Why is she disappointed? What kind of fantasies was she having? Why do you sound so disappointed about it?
嘘、冗談。
そんなに慌てなくても大丈夫です。ふざけてみただけですってば。
その姿で会うのは初めてだからわからないだろうけどね。
Yeah, cut me some
バ
slack.
カだから。
I'm not calling him Excellency, though. I'm gonna call him the stray cat. Yeah, the mangy cat.
だからそれとかあれとか無礼な呼び方をするな。どうだ？
He just transfers back.
俺ならわかるだろ。
He's just like, alright, I'm a cat now.
いや、我が輩は人間に変身しているわけではない。
What do you mean you
あ
don't
くまで
transform?
周囲からはあの姿に見えているだけ。
Oh,
いわ
okay.
ば幻のようなものだ。
That's totally different than just transforming, right? Well, either way, it sounds like a pretty handy ability.
猫の姿のままでは仕事ができんからな。
Does that mean you work here as well?
そうだ。ちなみに人間としての名は帝貴則という。忘れるなよ。
An impressive sounding name.
私は貴族だ。たとえ偽名であろうと、粗末な名はケットシーという種族の古剣に関わる。
Right. So, is it really okay for a cat to be working in a place that serves food and drink?
何か問題があるか？
You know, there's like a health code. Not supposed to have animals around food. I mean, in terms of hygiene with all that fur, I doubt your customers would be very happy to find cat hairs all over their food.
浅はかな。ケットシーは抜け毛などしない。
Well, lucky you.
信じられないかもしれませんが、本当のことですよ。
Well, he's literally a talking cat that apparently is the eyes and ears of God. And you want me to believe that he just doesn't shed fur. That's very believable compared to all the other stuff that he said. I can do that.
私の服にも猫の毛なんてついたことないから。
I don't know, apparently because you all don't pet him anyways. You didn't pet him till last night.
この体には神より授かった力が宿っている。衛生面での心配は不要。たとえアレルギー持ちのお客が来ても問題は起きん。
If you say so. Kosei has some really nice lines sometimes. He's just like, okay, if you say so.
とりあえず座ってください。何か飲みますか？
Oh, I would love a drink, please. That's okay, I'm not here as a customer.
わかっています。昨日の件で来てくれたんですよね。
I'll take a lemonade. Right, I made my decision. So let me jump right into it.
わかりました。聞かせてもらえますか？
I would love it right now if he just looks her in the face and says, no, I don't want to do it. I would love that so much. I wonder what happens if we decline it. Is that gonna ruin the game? I'm sorry, I just can't bring myself to believe any of this. It's all too insane. I just don't want to get involved.
待ってください。もう少し考えてみてはいかがです？気持ちが変わるかもしれませんよ。
I really hope I didn't just ruin the game. I'm sorry, I don't think I will.
高峰さん。
お前がそう決めたならば仕方ない。無理強いをして働かせたところで希望は生まれぬ。結局のところ、死神にできることはあくまで助力だ。
Yeah. That's all he says. Yeah.
何か他にお前の方から聞いておきたいことはあるか？
Can I still collect the butterflies and become an immortal demon lord?
我々はこの店にいる。気が変わったり、何かあればいつでも来い。
Right, thanks.
それと、自分が
本当に気をつけてくださいね。
道中気をつけてな。
With that, I leave the cafe behind. And the game's over. Wait, is this actually happening? Like, what's going on here? Back in my apartment, I continue to search for another part-time job. Let's put all that butterfly nonsense aside for now. First, I need to make some money. Just can't seem to find anything. Tossing away my phone, I flop down onto my bed. Still though, Grim Reapers, Cat Sid, miracles. Tall tale after tall tale. They said I might even wind up dead at this rate. But even if I'm supposed to change myself, how the hell do I do that? I don't know. The only thing I do know is I'm starving. Guess I'll start making dinner. Then as I rise up from bed, it happens. Oh gosh. We're dying. A sharp pain runs through my chest. Suddenly, my heart begins to pound violently. My chest throbs in agony. What's happening? My heart. My vision blurs. My ears ring. I look into the corner. I see a Shinigami. He wrote my name on the death note. What's happening to me? Before I can finish that thought, I collapse on the floor. But there's no pain. In fact, all feeling has left my body. I can't move a muscle. Even keeping my eyes open becomes too much. You've got to be kidding me. Is it really just going to end like this? With no one to answer me, my consciousness vanished completely into the dark. Dun dun dun. And the game's over. We won! Or lost. Okay, let's load here. Alright, I just want to see what would happen if we did that. That was kind of funny. Next choice. Alright, we'll accept it this time. No more Shinigami killing us business. I'll do it. I'll work here. Or rather, please hire me. I've been searching for a part-time job either way. If I chicken out now and go looking for another place to work, I'll stay the same old person I've always been. As I doubt my stay of execution won't last very long if I decide to run away. And besides, I'm looking forward to working with you. Oh, Kanna's so excited about us. So wholesome.
助かる。よろしく頼む。
Well, it seems like y'all don't have enough to run this operation by yourselves anyways. Well, I tried not to, but we saw how that went. Well, I don't have much of a choice. My life is on the line here. Quite literally, apparently. Besides, if I look on the bright side, the job isn't half bad. If anything, it's pretty darn good. The cafe is easily within walking distance of my apartment. There aren't many workers here either, which means I don't have to worry about any annoying social interactions. But most of all, Akazuki-san and Shiki-san are both really, really cute. What? That's ridiculous. Prove it. There's another lewd scene, so I'm gonna have to cut that out. No, never. I would absolutely never do that. It's not happened. Ever. Wrong, I was just remembering something that happened. I was recollecting, not fantasizing. There's a difference. That is true. If Shiki's saying it's annoying, drop it. Well, I wouldn't want that. I'll try to keep it in mind. Sorry, but that's impossible. It's way too erotic. No way. Couldn't be. I appreciate the backup, but you could have left out that last part. But anyways, let's get back on topic, shall we? Yeah, we should probably talk about what kind of food we're serving here. You know, or when we're trying to open, because apparently we're never opening. I'm sorry, please let me get back on topic. I remember everything you told me about miracles and butterflies, but what exactly does that have to do with opening this cafe?
理由はいくつかあるが、蝶は人間の感情に引き寄せられる。つまり店が流行り、大勢の客が訪れれば、蝶も引き寄せられることになるだろう。
Okay, so we just need to make the cafe super popular. Well, you should probably just fire me now. So instead of going out to hunt for butterflies, there's just a more efficient way of catching them.
そういう一面があるのも事実だが、我々のためだけではない。
I mean, how are we expected to catch all the butterflies? Like, I'm sure this is happening all over the world, right? Or is it just because of us that it's happening? So they're probably around me, in a way.
蝶が集まった時、その場が明るい感情で満たされていたならば、それは蝶の魂の力になるかもしれん。
Okay, that sounds fair. I see, so it's not only about bringing people together, it's about creating a positive environment. They might be able to find more people gathered at a university or corporate office, but I feel like those places would have a larger mix of positive and negative emotions. In the case of an office, the negative emotions might outweigh the positive.
そうして得られた力は、お前の功績となる。
Okay. So you're saying, aside from never tampering with reality again, I have to replenish all the soul energy I used up.
そう受け取ってもらって構わん。
I feel like if you guys have ever watched The Good Place, I feel like we're just like trying to get points so we can get into heaven. Alright, fine. If that means I get to keep my life, I'll do my best.
よろしく頼む。だがその前に、まずは契約を結んでもらおうか。
Oh, no, no, no. I know what happens when you enter into contracts in anime, okay? Never goes good. You know, a certain little creature called Kyubey offers contracts, and he's not a very trustable source, okay? I don't want to become a magical girl. I'm out. I'm walking away. A contract with a Grim Reaper. I mean, Kyubey was a kind of a Grim Reaper in a way. Kind of. If I violate the terms, you're going to take my soul. Oh, this is also like the world God only knows. We also signed a contract there with a demon of all people.
いえ、労働に関する契約です。
Oh,
契約書は
okay.
こちらに。
Okay, if it's just about like workers' rights and saying you're not going to give me overtime and you're going to screw me over in every humanly way possible, then okay. Sure, we'll sign that.
ちゃんとハンコは持ってきたのだろうな。
I don't have one of those.
いざという時、労基がうるさいですからね。
Okay. You're worried about labor laws, even though you're a literal god of death.
死神だからこそ無駄な騒ぎは避けたい。この店だって必要な許可は得ている。もちろん正規の手続きでな。
How does a cat that's pretending to be a human even have identification? Like, you gotta have like a social security number or whatever the Japanese equivalent is. You guys seem to take this more seriously than I thought. Just to be on the safe side, I flip for the pages of the contract Akazuki-san hands me. There's nothing unusual about it, it really just is an ordinary employment contract. I stamp my personal seal onto the dotted line and return the paper. Oh yeah, don't they have like these interesting kind of seals in Japan? It's supposed to be like, kind of like in the US how we have signatures, but we just kind of write that. You have like a stamp that's like personalized to you. I have heard about that before.
ありがとうございます。
I just didn't think like people genuinely use those like regularly. Like maybe like, I don't know, business people, but I wouldn't think like an everyday person would. By the way, I assume you have enough working capital to run the place and pay my wages. I'm actually having a bit of a money trouble right now myself, so it's kind of important. If you guys are having trouble staying afloat, we'll need to think of a solution quick.
資金に関しては心配するな。この店の営業をするのは我々にとっても重要なことだ。他からの補填もある。さすがに無尽蔵というわけではないがな。バイトとして常識的な金額は払おう。
Well, that's a relief. Glad to hear it.
だからといって客の来ない赤字続きでも問題ないというわけではないぞ。
Yeah, no, that's fair.
安定した経営を行う必要がある。
You know, what could go wrong? We have a bunch of cute girls in maid outfits, and then, you know, the owner is actually a cat. I mean, I think we're set. And it's like, if he really wanted to, we could turn this into a cat cafe as well, and he could be like one of the cats that gets, you know, gets to be pet and stuff. We could earn more money that way. It looks like you're already halfway there, though. The place is neat and tidy, and you've got all the tables and chairs set up.
ここはね、以前にもカフェだったりしたから、キッチンの方も専門的なものが入ってる。
Oh, they run out of business or something? So the place came fully furnished.
まあ大体そんな感じ。
honestly, the place looks like a Cracker Barrel.
このユニフォームも昔のデザインを流用したものでね。
But if you've already got everything ready to go, why do you need my help, aside from my personal circumstances?
それは高峰くん、コーヒーって普段から飲む？
Oh, is it because she doesn't drink coffee? I mean, we saw her drinking coffee pretty early in the game, right? But then she poured a bunch of sugar in it. Maybe that's just because she doesn't drink it ever. And she was, like, trying to prepare herself to work here, where she needs to serve coffee.
それはよかった。ならコーヒーの味を確認してみてもらえませんか？
I would love to give your coffee a taste. You know? Let's do it.
実はコーヒーの味がわかる人がいなくて。
I would have never known. 7 sticks of sugar.
あ、勘違いしないでください。適当に入れてるわけじゃないですよ。入れ方は勉強しましたが、正直苦いとしか思えないんです。普段からコーヒーは全然飲まないので、これがちゃんと美味しい苦味なのか、まずい苦味なのか。
What about you, Shiki-san?
私もコーヒーはちょっと頑張れば飲めなくはないんだけど。
Oh, that's right. You can't drink it without heaps of milk and sugar.
なんで知ってるの？
I happened to see you buying coffee at the convenience store on campus the other day. You tried it black, but then added a ton of milk and sugar afterwards. I'm guessing you wanted to see what their coffee tasted like?
そういうこと。でも結局全然わからなかったけど。
Yeah, you nearly choked and died on it.
そもそもコーヒーは苦いものばっかり。苦いものは毒なのに、毒を飲むなんておかしいと思わない？
I don't know. That kind of logic's a little childish, don't you think?
うん。
Really, a nobleman like you would have a discerning palate for coffee. Yeah, but he's a cat, so...
水とミルク以外はこのまま。
Yeah.
私は猫。
You do realize I'm a cat, right? You certainly make it seem like you aren't. You try to act like, oh, I'm this, mystical being. But I'm a cat still, too. Oh, so now you're just a regular old cat.
すぐに準備をしますね。
Alright, let's take a look at this. How good is this coffee? Akazuki-san goes behind the counter and begins to brew some coffee. As soon as she pours hot water over the coffee grounds, a rich fragrance spreads around the room. It's a very standard way of brewing coffee, but her movements are confident and assured. She must have a lot of practice. By the way, Akazuki-san, how come you aren't dressed as a maid?
おやおや、高峰さんは私のメイド服もご所望でしたか。
I mean, we wouldn't be opposed to it. Not why I asked.
見たくないんですか？
I mean, I wouldn't say no.
だと思いました。
Gosh, okay, so I just realized who she laughs like. She laughs like Oma from Danganronpa V3. Like, he does that stupid laugh all the time.
でも残念ながら私はキッチン担当の予定でフロアに出る予定もありませんでしたから。
Okay, that's fair. That's a shame. I bet it'd suit you really well.
そんなに褒めてもらっても出せるのはコーヒーぐらいですよ。
I mean, that's something.
はい、どうぞ。
Alright, let's try this out. Akazuki-san places a freshly extracted coffee in front of me. It has a soft, mild aroma. Let's see how it tastes. The bitterness and acidity is just right. Instant coffee couldn't hold a candle to this. The aftertaste might be a little bit too harsh, though.
どうでしょうか。
Not bad. Hell, it's actually quite good.
本当ですか？気を使ったりせず率直な感想を教えてほしいんですが。
I am being honest, but while it's definitely good, there's just nothing special, nothing unique about it.
そうですか。
Sorry, maybe that's a poor choice of words. I wouldn't have any complaints if I ordered this coffee. It's perfectly acceptable.
でもよくある味ってことなんですね。
Yeah, I mean, I think that's fine, though. I mean, I don't drink coffee, but I'm sure that would be okay.
美味しく入れるためにはもっと研究しないとダメですか。
So is that the only reason you haven't been able to open up for business yet? You can't tell if your coffee's any good?
それは
As if to interrupt Shiki-san's words, the jingle of the door opening cuts to the air.
お邪魔させてもらいますね。
Uh-oh, who are you? A refined-looking older woman with impeccable posture enters the cafe. Well, she's got me beat. Shiki-san begins visibly tense at the sight of her. In a complete turnaround from before, she lowers her head respectfully in greeting, almost like a real maid would.
いらっしゃいませ。
どうも、夏目ちゃん。
So is she a customer, or is she, like, helping out with the store?
ブレンドコーヒーを入れてもらえるかしら。
かしこまりました。少々お待ちください。
I don't know, maybe she's been helping them test it out. That's odd, I thought we weren't open for business yet. What's going on? I like to voice the question aloud, but the atmosphere in the room has grown taut with nervousness. Kind of hard to say anything. I feel vaguely pressured, like visiting a ramen shop with a strict no-talking rule. Let's keep quiet for now and see what happens. I watch Shiki-san as she prepares a cup of coffee. Silently, she goes through the exact same motions that Akazuki-san had performed earlier. The old woman, too, watches her work in silence.
お待たせしました。
ありがとう。それじゃあ、いただくわね。
The old woman brings the cup to her lips, every single movement as graceful as the last. Without a word, she takes a slow sip of her coffee. The clink of her cup seems to echo loudly through the quiet, or rather heavy atmosphere.
ごちそうさまでした。
どうですか？
夏目ちゃん。やっぱり無理じゃないかしら。
Is this like her grandma or something?
でも、月末までにはまだ時間がありますよね。
それはそうだけど。
もう少しだけ待ってください。約束は今度こそ守ります。どうしてもダメだったら、その時は諦めます。
わかった。約束だものね。あまり無理はしないようにね。
すみません。ありがとうございます。
それじゃあ、また様子を見に来るから。
はい。お待ちしています。
Okay, I'm a little confused, but I'm sure they'll explain. Giving Shiki-san one last troubled look, the old lady quietly exits the cafe. While there was clearly a gentle air of kindness about her, their conversation itself seemed to be none too cheerful. Unsure of whether or not to speak yet, I left my gaze wander the room. Oh hey, it's a butterfly. Catch it. Add it to my collection. As I do so, I spot a glowing butterfly out of the corner of my eye, a soul remnant.
Kanna.
はい。
The grimly precise swings through the air and the butterfly melts away into nothingness.
とまあ、こういうこと。
Sorry, I'm not sure I do.
今のはここの大家さん。お店をオープンさせるためには、あの人の許可が必要になるの。
Oh, I wonder if she owned the cafe then.
大
Maybe
家
she
さ
just
ん
got
を
too
接
old.
客して納得してもらえたらその許可が下りる約束なんだけど。
Alright, I see what's going on here. Y'all need my help. It's not going too well, huh?
もう何度も足を運んでもらってるんだけどね。だからコーヒーの味がわかる人に協力をしてほしかったの。
You mentioned something about the end of the month, too.
一時的に借りていられる期限。本当は夏までの約束をなんとか10月まで伸ばしてもらったんだけど。
So, y'all have been struggling for a while then, is what I'm hearing. Still no luck.
そういうこと。
Well, that's why I'm here. We'll figure it out.
私、奥で休憩してきてもいい？
Yeah, that's fine.
はい、わかりました。
You know, we'll figure it out.
それじゃあよろしく。
You know, if worse comes to worse, we go to another cafe and we rip off their recipe. That's what we do. We'll just make sure it's not, like, too close so they won't, like, happen to wander by and see that we're doing the exact same thing as them. But it'll work out. Shiki-san clearly has a few personal circumstances of her own. She and the landlady seem to have some history together, so I'm guessing she has her own personal connection to this place. Does that old woman have anything to do with this butterfly business too?
そうですね。あの大家さんは今、ご自分にとって大事なことを諦めかけています。そのままでは。
Do you think she's going to eventually turn into a butterfly here? Is that what's going to end up happening? Her soul will end up lingering in the world of the living.
その可能性があります。でも、このお店をオープンさせることで、それを阻止することができるかもしれません。
Okay, so we need to save her too, essentially. She didn't seem particularly supportive, though.
意地悪を言っているというわけではないんですけどね。
Yeah, I don't think she's against it, but she just wants y'all to have some good coffee, which apparently you're struggling with. Well, at any rate, the point is that she isn't satisfied as a customer, right? Does she have a problem with the coffee? What about the other menu items?
以前にはオムライスも食べてもらいましたよ。
あと紅茶もな。
Omelet rice and black tea. Well, I think you need more than that to start a business, but okay. I'd like to see how those taste too, if that's okay. Would you mind?
オムライスを作ったのはカンナだが、紅茶を入れたのは夏目だな。
Incidentally, what exactly is your job going to be?
ドリンクの対応だな。コーヒーと紅茶の入れ方ぐらいは覚えたぞ。
I see. Is he really with those stubby cat paws? How does he even hold a kettle without opposable thumbs? Perhaps that's yet another one of his mysterious cat sedate powers.
それでどうします？
Sheed. Never know how to pronounce that. I'll say this doesn't affect anything, right? Like, I'm assuming I'm on the common route, and eventually I'm going to get to the other routes. Maybe this will factor in at some point. I'll have to go back and do this. I don't know. Let's do the omelet rice just because you're here.
わかりました。任せてください。それでは帝さん、ちょっと試作品を作ってきますね。
You better draw a smiley face in it, or I'm returning it.
わかった。
それでは
You
高
better
野さ
say
ん、
my name, too.
キッチンに移動しましょうか。
Gosh, that would be cool to visit Japan and, like,
さてと、
go to an actual
早
maid
速
cafe.
作りましょうか。
I don't have to cook with you, do I?
玉ねぎと鶏肉と。
Ooh. Okay, this sounds good. Akazuki-san begins by finely chopping up one onion, handling her knife with a surprising amount of skill. Once that's done, she begins dicing the chicken into small pieces. You're pretty good at this, huh?
練習したって言ったじゃないですか。もしや信じてくれてなかったんですか？
So, I told you guys I ate before this, right? This is still making me hungry. This sounds really good. Do Grim Reapers even need to eat food like regular people to survive?
生きるだけなら食べなくても問題はありません。神様から力が供給されていますから。
Dang, I wish I could be sustained by the power of God. That sounds awesome. But, unfortunately, I still need to eat, so...
でもあくまで生きるだけで食事をしないと魂が弱ると言いますか、体調を崩したりしますね。
Like, honestly, I believe in heaven you're still gonna eat. Not necessarily because you have to eat, just because eating is, like, awesome. I love eating food. Like, I love, like, trying good food, right? There's just something about, like, the warmth of, like, a hot soup that just, just makes you feel so much better as a person. And, you know, there's other foods that do that, too. Like, having ice cream on, like, a hot day. You know, there's lots of different sensations. I feel like food would just always be a necessity. It's like an eternal thing, you know? First, she sautés the chicken in a fry pan before adding the chopped onions. Then she follows it with a sprinkle of salt and a splash of ketchup, giving everything a good toss. As with the coffee, her movements are smooth and certain.
そんなに見られると本当に緊張してしまいますね。
Oh, no pressure. Was I scowling or something? Sorry, I didn't mean to.
ああ、いえ、そうではなくて、これまでの練習の成果を問われているみたいで、ちょっと怖いという意味です。
I mean, this is going to be a cafe. Yes, your cooking skills will be put to the test. If you're not cooking good food, people are not coming back. No pressure, this is all just practice, too.
そうかもしれないんですが。
But then again, I mean, let's be honest, McDonald's doesn't really have great food. I mean, sometimes it's okay, but people still come back, so I guess I'm kind of in the wrong here, huh? Despite her apparent nervousness, the kitchen still smells delicious. With a fluid hand, Akazuki-san continues moving the pan over the heat. As I watch her cook, a somewhat vague sense of nostalgia washes over me.
卵でチキンライスを包んで、形を整えて。
I don't even know if I would like omelet rice, but this does sound very
これ
good.
が練習に練習を重ねたオムライスです。
Only hours, huh? Well, it came out beautifully. This is some restaurant level quality. It isn't a runny, fluffy sort of omelet, but a thinly fried egg wrapped around the chicken and rice. Oh, Okay, that does sound good. Because I'll eat eggs and stuff like that, but I like it like kind of mixed in with something. I don't like just eating like straight up eggs. Like I don't like too much egg. I think it's just overwhelming. So like if it's very thinly and fried, that sounds really good. It's wonderfully yellow and perfectly shaped. Visually speaking, I have no complaints. The question is, how does it taste?
そしてケチャップで LOVE と書けば
I love the way she's like struggling to say love.
どうぞ
Aw, that's so cute. Actually, I prefer my ketchup spread evenly over the eggs.
せっかく書いたのに
What about all my hard work? No, it's fine. Hearing how upset she sounds, I reluctantly give in and leave it as it is. But before forging ahead, I scoop up a spoonful of rice and bring it to my mouth. It's
本
great.
当ですか
There wouldn't be any point in complimenting you for the sake of it. My life depends on how many customers we can attract, after all. It tastes great. It's hard to put it into words, but it has a really gentle flavor. Like a lot of care was put into making it.
そうですか気に入ってもらえて何よりです
I'd have no problems paying for something like this. Omelet rice might be a personal favorite of mine, but I'll definitely order this again sometime. I wouldn't even be surprised if it becomes our signature dish.
そんな風に言ってもらえてとても嬉しいですとっても嬉しいです
Alright, y'all. I know we haven't met all the girls yet, okay? But I need you to let me know, who do you like better? Do you like Kanna, or do you like Nozomi? Because Nozomi made us food, and it was good, right? But Kanna's a cute girl. And obviously there's Shiki too. I mean, so Shiki, Nozomi, and Kanna. Which girl is the best so far? I'm sure there's like another girl we're gonna meet, because I'm pretty sure there was the other girl on the home screen. But who do you like so far? Let me know. If I had to say, Shiki reminds me of the girl from Parquet, which I liked a lot. I did like her, and I don't know why I cannot remember her name for the life of me. But Kanna's probably my favorite. I like Kanna a lot. There's no need to look that flattered.
ダメですよ男子たるもの女の子を褒めた責任は取ってくれないと
Still, I'm only giving you my amateur opinion. I can't guarantee that this will actually sell well.
でも嘘でごまかしたわけじゃないんですよね
No, I would really love to eat this again sometime.
それならよかった
You must have had to practice a lot to make something this delicious, huh?
それなりには正直苦労もしましたねだから美味しいって言われて嬉しいです
See, I've made a few dishes before, like, over and over. Like, I have a favorite food, like, that I make. And it's very inconsistent. See, I've practiced, but, like, it tastes a little bit different each time.
本当に嬉しい
I can't help but stare at that sweet smile. She must have put even more effort into her cooking than I imagined. You know, aside from it being your duty as a Grim Reaper and all, is there another reason you're putting so much effort into this cafe?
そうですねあるとすれば個人的な気持ちでしょうか死神としていろんな人の魂を案内して多くの人生を見てきました幸せな生涯を送る人非業の最後を迎える人その差はほんの些細なきっかけだったりするんですあの時あと一歩踏み出すだけで結果が違っていたかもしれない私はやっぱり笑顔の人を案内したいです
Interesting outlook on it. It would be kind of weird to be like a Grim Reaper. I feel like you'd probably see a lot of different kinds of people. So I guess maybe over time you would kind of develop a little bit of a preference. Because I'm sure like as you're like helping people move along, I don't think she's necessarily judging them, but like she's helping them. I feel like some of their experience in life would kind of rub off on you, you know? So like if they're putting off a more positive vibe because they had a happy life and they lived fulfilled, you know, I feel like that would be more pleasant to work with.
だから私は多くの人に幸せをつかんで笑顔になってほしい
feel like, though, if you want to see more people smile, you're going to have to work with some of the other souls that maybe didn't have as much of a pleasant experience in life and help them to find happiness. Because if you're just working with the people that have already found happiness, you don't need to do anything. They've already found it. Sure, you're going to get the positive vibe of being around someone who else who is positive, but wouldn't you find more happiness in helping the people who weren't happy become happy? I'm overthinking this. Just a little bit.
そういうのって愚痴を聞いてくれる相手だったりストレスを発散させる方法だったり
Visual novels. Visual novels are a hobby that relieves stress. I find a lot of joy in playing these, even though sometimes they're very ridiculous and make me cringe, but
そういうのと出会えるかどうかそれだけだと思うんです
exactly. And you think this cafe could provide something like that?
美味しいものを食べると幸せになれますここに来るお客さんにも影響を与えるかもしれませんこのカフェには可能性がありますたくさんの人を笑顔にできる可能性が
You know, that's a noble goal.
頑張るだけの価値があると思ってますそれにですね努力を認めてもらえるのは嬉しいんですよだから高峰さんにそんな風に言ってもらえて嬉しいですありがとうございます
Huh? Oh, Akazuki-san showers me with gratitude as if touched from the bottom of her heart. Suffice to say, I'm a little confused. Well, you know, all I did was try your cooking. It's not too much to thank me for. Besides, the important thing is that you get the landlady's approval, not mine.
そうでした感激するには気が早かったですねすみません
But like I was saying earlier, I'm not even sure an amateur like me could be of much help.
高峰さんなら大丈夫自分に自信を持ってください
Even though I have zero experience with any of this?
できますとも高峰さんなら
Well, thank you.
高峰さんならできます
Did you, not stare at me so hard? Well, you stare at other girls really hard, so I don't know why you're complaining about a girl staring at you. It's not like I'm giving up or anything. I promise I'll do my best.
それならよかったです
I have no idea why she places so much trust in me, but what kind of guy wouldn't feel motivated to meet such a pretty girl's
ひ
expectations?
とまず味に問題はないとして売りにするなら付加価値をつけた方がいいんでしょうか
You could.
さっきのラブの文字とかあんと食べさせてあげるサービスはどうです
Okay, now you're just becoming a maid cafe. I thought this wasn't a maid cafe.
流行ってるんですよね
Are they? I guess they're pretty standard in this day and age,
とりあ
but
えず一度試してみませんか
oh,
はいあ
I see. Akazuki-san snatches a spoon from my hand and thrusts it towards my
お
face.
口を大きく開けてくださいな
Wow, I didn't think Akazuki would be like coming on to us like this. Crazy. I'd rather eat it by myself.
それでは確認にならないじゃないですか
Kosei, don't be dense. She wants to feed you. Let her feed you.
これはお店のためです恥ずかしがる必要なんてありませんほらあ
You're enjoying this, aren't you?
まさかこれは今後のための重要な確認です
Doesn't seem like she's willing to budge.
あ
I open up and let her spoon the rice into my mouth.
なんというかこれは食べさせる方も結構恥ずかしいですね
I don't know, Kanna. I thought you were the one who wanted to do this, huh?
それでどうでしょう美味しいですか
Like I said, it's great. No complaints.
サービスとしてはどうですか女の子に食べさせてもらうのは
Very good. Better than I thought, I guess, especially when it's a cute girl.
そうですかよかった
But I'm not sure this is the sort of service we should be offering.
どうしてですか
I'm fairly certain most customers would be too embarrassed to order the dish. Well, maybe a few of them would jump at the chance, but that's a bit of a scary thought. We'd probably end up attracting a very specific sort of clientele. Not that there's anything wrong with that, if that's what we're going for. I don't think that's what Shiki-san has in mind for the place.
そうですね。わかりました。先ほどの言い方だと、お店のサービスでなければ、高峰さん個人としてはありなんですね。
Hey, I don't mind if she feeds me. That's
素直
fine.
じゃないですね、その態度。
We're a man after all.
はっきり断るわけでもなく、さりとておねだりするわけでもない。そういうところが童貞っぽいです。
Hey, don't be insulting my man like that. Oh, shut up. I'm not virgin-like. I am a virgin. I can't help it.
嫌がらせじゃありませんよ。もうちょっと余裕のある態度の方がモテると思います。
That is true, guys. Women like a man who's confident, okay? I'm not saying cocky or what word am I trying to think of? I mean, you just need to be confident. Like that doesn't mean necessarily that you need to like pretend to know everything. Like don't be a know-it-all. Just be confident like in the things you do. Just like do something, and if you end up making a mistake, just be like, oh, oops, you know. You don't need to be like super nervous about things all the time.
ですから女の子とのコミュニケーションに慣れておいた方がいいんです。
And that's good too. I mean, interacting with people, like not just girls, but just interacting with people in general is nice.
これはそのための訓練なんです。初体験をしてもらわないと私も困りますから、死神として。ですからもう一口。
You are enjoying this, aren't you?
そんなことはありません。これは高峰さんのためを思ってのことです。はい、どうぞ。
It's still as embarrassing as ever, but there's no use being stubborn about it anymore. Besides, I wasn't lying before. Being spoon-fed by a cute girl isn't bad at all. It's the last one,
そうはあ
okay?
りませんね。
Why does it sound like you're doing me a favor? I mean, she made you food and is feeding it to you. Like, yeah, she's kind of doing a favor for you. Oh gosh, not Sube. That's not what it looks like. You know, it's not very polite to stare at people while they eat.
食べさせてもらってる。
While they're being
間違いでしょ。
fed.
夏目さん、いつからそこに。
Kanna's like, oh crap, I didn't think this through.
新婚ごっこをし始めたあたりから。
Oh, okay. I mean, wouldn't be opposed, but
そんなプレイを楽しんでいたわけではないんですけど。
味見にあんは必要ないと思うけど。
それはそうかもしれませんけど。
it was market research, okay?
それにそんなメイドカフェみたいなサービス始めないからね。
Could. What if we have a separate location? We could have two. But maid cafe or not, I cleaned my plate of every last grain of rice. And for all flattery aside, I honestly thought it was incredibly delicious. Well, that's good. Okay. I think we're gonna end it here. We've been going for a little bit, and it sounds like we still have to try the black tea. So that'll be good. But I will probably save that for next episode. Hopefully we'll get to try some more food, and maybe we'll work on the coffee, because it sounds like the coffee is our weak point right now. Sounds like we need to get that tasting a little bit better. The aftertaste, I guess, wasn't there, and it just didn't set itself apart from any other coffee. But yeah, I think we have something going on with Kanna. I think Kanna's pretty nice. Probably my favorite girl right now. And I think that's just because she's kind of been more front and center ever since she was introduced. Definitely probably has gotten the most time. Just because she's had 2 CGs already. Technically, Shiki's had 2 if you count the coffee store. Or the convenience store with the coffee. But, I don't know. We'll see how it goes. We'll continue seeing which girl is our favorite. But let me know which girl you like the best so far. I've been wanting to know like kind of who everyone's favorite girl is. I'm gonna guess Nozomi is probably not very high on the list. I don't think that like childhood characters are generally very beloved. But I don't know. I could be wrong. You guys tell me, and I'll look. I'll be watching for your comments. But I hope you guys are enjoying it. I will see you in the next episode.